Alright, this one is going to be for November. Let me double check this thing again. November 23rd, I believe. Yeah, November 23rd through December 21st. And that is a Sagittarius fire sign. So basically, I do actually do reversals. So this deck is so nice, I just don't want to damage it. So I'm just going to pick this one up that fell on the ground. I mean, look how nice that is. I don't want to damage the look of that. So I'm hardly ever this picky, but this time I am, because these are really nice cards. And I really don't want to do any more damage than I probably have done for it already. We'll get to the reading in a moment. I'm just picking out cards that fall out. And I'm only doing this for this card. The other card, the Light Seers deck, that's going to be based on what feels right for me. And I'll just do the regular shuffling, honestly. Alright. So 2 cards fell from me. So I have to do a confirmation check first. Seems to be they want both cards, so I kind of feel like this one should go there, and this one on the bottom, right here. This one was one of them too, so I'm going to put maybe this one on top. This is a different spread than what I intended to use. So we're not going to get to the clarification cards tonight, only because I didn't want to damage those good-looking cards right there. I mean, who would want to damage something that gilded? I really like the gilded deck right there. Alright, so cut this. We'll find out which one is the best for the reading for Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you've got some energy going on here, because this Modern Love deck was just like flying out at me. This card is best for Sagittarius. And by the way, before I get ready to do the reading here in a moment, please comment, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to see more videos like this. And yeah, let me know if it resonated with you. It's kind of hard to keep these straight here because honestly these cards wanted to fly out. And I'll put this one right over here for later. But I don't think I'm gonna need it because all the clarifications are happening right in front of me. So we meet again, Knight of Swords. Honestly, it's got to be by design because there's no accidents. Everything is just done by great design. Because I've had the Nine of Swords last night for somebody. What was last night's reading? It was Scorpio, right? I should still be on the same page. So yes, last night it was for Scorpio, and this time it's going to be for Sagittarius. And you have all kinds of colorful decks here, Sag. Right, so I like to clear space just a little bit. I forgot to do that at the very beginning of the video. I usually do this at the very beginning, but I just want to get all the positive influence as possible for 2020. All positive vibes only going on for 2020 reading. Alright, any unwanted energies you need to leave so I can actually do an accurate tarot reading for Sagittarius 2020, please. Alright, so I think it worked. Alright, so where should I start? This is a whole different direction that I'm getting myself into, and yet I have to allow the universe guide me how they want me to start it off. Apparently they want me to start right over here. The Five of Pentacles and the Hermit. Now, basically, what that means for me is that not only are you feeling a little bit lost, like you're left out in the cold kind of thing, but I kind of feel like um, the opportunity of maybe seeking um, a new relationship. Let's say, because let's be honest. I mean, look at the picture right here. This has got like a bride looking outside the window. I'm taking it as sort of like a relationship kind of thing. I mean, it could be like a new partner you're seeking or something like that, or it might be like a partnership that you're trying to seek out in a job environment, let's say, because I mean, it doesn't have to be a romantic one. So in the working environment, um, you just probably need to make partner with somebody, and you're just kind of feeling like you're left out in the cold kind of thing. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're not going to seek love. Maybe you're not into having a relationship right now, and that's perfectly fine because the hermit teaches that self reflection of what you truly want in life is where all the wisdom comes from. I had to learn it kind of the hard way because to to be honest, there was nothing to do but to self-reflect because we've done all of that as a collective together. Because we, I mean, there may be um, some out there who didn't have a whole lot of time to self-reflect, but to actually do a time that you have like a time off to self-reflect. Let's say let's say you're walking on your usual path, like say like you're at a park. Maybe you're walking around a neighborhood. Maybe you're walking out in the woods somewhere. I mean, if there are any woods left, let's say. But if you were hiking out in those places that you find dear to your heart, then that's where self-reflection needs to happen. If you have a place to sit down, if it's set up like that, please take a seat on a bench. Let's say, and where my self-reflection kind of came from is um, in a park of sorts. I mean, it's not a real park, but it's a park of sorts where it has like a water fountain that's shut off right now because, well, it's still winter. And they usually turn it back on somewhere around between spring to summer around there. I don't know when they do, but it's somewhere around that time. And so basically, just ask yourself, um, what do I need to do to pass my time as I'm being patient with the slow kind of moving pace of getting back to what people call normalcy nowadays of just going back the way things were in lack of a better word that I wanted to describe it, just like your usual daily life that you had your routine and everything like that, and everything shut down for you because of the global lockdown. Now, I can only see you asking help from the universe. And you may not know it, but you have your inner wisdom inside you already. Like the self reflection can usually come to you whether you're painting, if that's like a sort of a meditation that you do, or if you do like a well, if you do an actual meditation, maybe you don't have the time to do it. The reason why I feel that way is I'm being pulled in a different direction now. I look at this picture right here. She's kind of meditating, taking everything in, all the sceneries. Well, she has her eyes closed, but it doesn't mean she's completely blind to it. And it just means that you need to find your inner peace again. That's the Page of Cups. You need to find. Look. It's the Nine of Pentacles, right here. Now, come on, there you go. And Page of Cups is all about emotions. Maybe you feel a little bit lonely, and the idea is to go within so you don't feel so alone. Yes, it's um, ideal to actually have company to make you feel less alone, but you kind of have to adapt with the changes at times because if the only time that we can do is if the only thing you can do is um, what do you call it, virtual chat, like FaceTime chat with people computer wise or on your phone, then it's probably the only kind of connection you're going to get nowadays right now. I do feel like we're slowly getting to where we can call back to normalcy again, but it just may take up to the next year. Because these notifications, they're distracting me. Um, See, now I lost my zen. I'm sorry. I only hope that it's not going to take up until like next year. Hopefully they find a round, if we want to call it a bug of sorts. Let's say. I mean, it is a bug. Let's be realistic here. It is a bug, but I just mean like this buggy thing about trying to get things back to normalcy. I mean, just like with the medical field of actually getting the shots in so people can actually act like everything is back to normal. Lack of a better describing word, really. I kind of feel like I'm being pulled in opposite direction this time for whatever reason, like counterclockwise from my point of view, because that's how the story is kind of unfolding. Let's take the Knight of Swords, and let's do the Moon, which is still very much reversed. The only reason I didn't specify here that the Sun and the Eight of Pentacles. So this is what I was looking at, because things are happening in phases. Okay, it's a very slow phase of trying to get back to normal, and the happiness is just kind of waiting to be, it's ready to jump out, but it's just kind of feeling like I have no happiness to actually let this loose. Let's just sort of say that your idea of letting it loose is having a party with your friends and stuff like that. Let's take that concept for a moment. Yes, it's a lot more fun to actually dance or do whatever it is what you do with your friends. Maybe you could do like a virtual dance kind of thing with them still, and just because you can't do that in real time right now doesn't mean you can find a way around it. And and another concept, just a suggestion, nothing more, but disregard it if you like, but it's the only thing I got right now. The other thing is, imagine you with your friends, or actually in your apartment or whatever it is, just kind of like visualize them already being there, and then turn on the music that you know that you like. Start dancing away like it's an actual party with them. Have great conversations with them. Yes, it could be in your mind, but it doesn't mean that you aren't picking up good wisdom by talking to yourself. So basically, that's the kind of exercise that everybody, well, not everyone suggests to do, but some of the people out there suggest you do. Let me see. So we got the Justice card, that's upright, and we got the Nine of Swords reversed right there. So I kind of feel like you're in a better place right now. You don't need too much counseling, I don't think. I mean, this one is kind of like the depiction of a marriage counseling kind of thing, or a relationship counseling. But it's not like you need counseling of any kind. I kind of feel like you're in the right headspace. It's just you're feeling like this whole lockdown has taken a big toll on you, and let's be honest, it's not even been easy on all of us. Let's just be honest. And you get the Justice card twice. Look, one right here and one right here, reversed. So I'm telling you, this is by design. It's not by any means a coincidence. Sure, you can write it off as that. I'm not going to stop you, but it's by great design. I kind of feel like this reading is kind of actually meant for you, Sagittarius. Now, the ideal kind of thing is that you want to have family and friends come over, but you're not going to get there right now. That's why you're kind of stooping down to kind of like this depression state, but I don't want to call it that because I'm only interpreting what I see in the cards, obviously, but I kind of feel like this depression state, if that's what it is, then I feel like um, you are you're feeling like your friends and family are kind of treating it as sort of like you aren't justified in feeling this way when you know in your heart and soul that you need time to grieve and stuff like that. Everybody has different ways of grieving, and I'm not going to talk about that into it. I mean, I'm not going to dive deep like that, but everybody has a different way of grieving. And if you still aren't over this lockdown, then don't let anybody change your mind. This is your journey, nobody else's. Nobody else can take this journey for you. That this journey is for you. And speaking of, of journey, you're taking a journey away from the bad vibe environment. Five of Wands, you're taking action. You're not going to sit around and do nothing. I got the Wheel of Fortune again, and I got it again last night when I did it for Scorpio. That's no accident. Let me tell you that right now. You're not just going to let somebody tear you down, and you kind of feel like a lot of things are kind of like spiraling out of control. Just remember, you have control of your life. Whatever happens later, whether if it's like in the future or happening now, let's say, if some of these things aren't happening now, let's just sort of say that this could take up to 6 months to a year, maybe 3 years ahead. But I would say that definitely um, you have this under control. Let's say some of these things do come into fruition. Let's say you could change what's going to happen in front of you by asking yourself, what is the best decision for me uh, to make to better my chances of going anywhere in future tense. Because I experienced one bad thing, I want to have good experiences, ixnay on the bad experience. I don't want the bad experience. Focus on the things that you do want. And the ones that you can change, um, then go ahead and go for it. If it feels uncomfortable, I suggest you to check out Lady Mystique, actually. She's really good. Just type in Lady Mystique, it'll take you there. But she says that you become a very strong person by saying no. I've just got distracted a moment. Um, you become a stronger person by becoming uncomfortable and knock down that barrier, that wall that is standing in front of you to uh, not only say what's on your mind, but to also voice your opinions and concerns and say like, what can I do to make this better for you? Uh, if it's for work or for family, maybe both in a situation. But I kind of feel like if you just say what's on your mind and not act scared, like you're kind of crawling back into your shell kind of thing, then you're going to make some positive changes. Look at this, the Page of Cups. No, Page of Pentacles, sorry, Page of Pentacles. I had the Cups. I still had it on. It just slipped out as Page of Cups for whatever reason. Six of Cups, though, right here. While you know things aren't going to go exactly the way it was before, it's never too late to entertain your idea of allowing your inner child to be shown through. If you know how to have fun, not only just in the physical, but just by playing with your imagination, then you're allowing yourself to become a much better person to be around with. Not saying that you weren't a good person. That's not what I mean at all. What I do mean is that yeah, what I do mean is that if you allow yourself to have fun, a lot more people are going to loosen up in front of you, and they're going to understand why you've been the way you've been. If you just kind of not want to use the word, if you wear your heart out on your sleeve kind of idea, but if you just express it in ways that people understand where you're coming from, then yes, you need to understand that other people have lives too, and so do you. I'm not making light of the situation that you don't have lives here, a life yourself. Just other people do, and just sort of talk to them and understand where they're coming from as well. Wow, Saj, you have some pentacles in your reading. Not so much swords. Let me see. Nine of Swords. The Justice one has a sword in there, but it's not really a sword. That's the Light Seers guy, Light Seers Tarot. You have quite a few cups. So Six of Cups, Page of Cups. Here's another sword. So we got two swords, technically three because the Justice and the Light Seers. Any wands? Just two of wands, just one wands card and the Light Seers. Any more hermits or anything of that sort repeating itself? No, but I do see Nine of Pentacles. You have a lot of pentacles in your readings right here. So Six of Cups and Page of Cups are the only cups that I see so far. So Pentacles wise, you have Page of Pentacles, so that's one. Five of Pentacles, two. Eight of Pentacles, three. Nine of Pentacles, four. Ten of Pentacles, six. Okay, so six pentacles. So basically what this tells me is that you're a very earthy person. Like you're very grounded and grounded into reality kind of thing. And it could also mean that you have an earth uh, sign in your chart too. Not saying that um, you couldn't possibly have water signs, because a lot of these things, they have either air or water in there too. So the only fire sign that I saw so far was the Five of Wands. And it's probably a complicated chart, so I see lots of waters and pentacles here. I mean, if you want to count the sun as being like a fire sign as well, um, I I sort of say that's a fire sign as well, but um, I just see basically earth, water, and air in here. But your chart must be something else, because this is a very complicated chart. If there is a chart that you have done before, so I say you have a quite a bit of earth. I mean, you have earth in your chart, and you must have air and water in there as well too. I kind of feel like um, you're mostly an earth person, though, like a earthly person, like you're grounded into reality. You do accept things the way they are, but the spirituality is screaming for you to please let it out. Please don't question the universe. Just pay attention to your intuition and just allow things to happen. Don't ignore your intuition, because while it may not be 100% all the time, but it will steer you in the right direction. So that's what it's telling you. So don't ignore your intuition. Just let your spiritual side show through. You don't have to talk about your spirituality with people. Find like-minded people that you can talk to, but um, you could journal it. You could join like a Facebook group about it, but otherwise, your spiritual side is screaming at you. If I had to compare anything, I say this boy right here is your spirituality trying to come out, your inner child. So your intuition is strong. You just need to let it show through and just trust your intuition. And that's what I'm getting from this reading so far. This has been Magic 51 signing off. Have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Peace out. Till next time.